Love is in the air and also in Ponyville, cause today I'm going to show you all the official and confirmed couples in the series, and the ones that most fans consider to be a couple. And stay with me until the end because I'm sure there's some ships here that you didn't even know about. Wanna bet? So let's go! What's up my loves, I am Julie, and let's start with the most famous couple from My Little Pony, Lyra and Bon Bon. Since the first season, these two were only seen in the background only as extras, and even the fans realized that they seemed to be inseparable. Some of these fans thought they were best friends or something like that, but most of them suspected that there were more between them, and it really was. In the episode 23 from the season 9, Lyra and Bon Bon proposed to each other during all the chaos in Ponyville. It was a very quick moment and almost unnoticed, but in the last episode of the series, Twilight lived throughout a newspaper and one of the pages, Lyra and Bon Bon's wedding appears. The most beautiful couple in Equestria. Yes or of course. And then we have Fluttershy and Discord. Well, you see, I don't know whether Hasbro confirmed this couple or not, but in fact that Fluttershy and Discord became very close friends throughout the seasons. In episode 25 of season 6, Starlight tells Discord that Twilight and her friends were kidnapped by Chrysalis, which makes him very angry with that, asking if they had caught Fluttershy. He didn't even look like the silly Discord that we're used to. And there was also an episode where Angel swaps body with Fluttershy and ends up saying that she wants to marry Discord. So, do you still think that they're just friends, or am I the one pushing the envelope now? You can leave your opinion in the comments. Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich. This one isn't a bad couple. They just weren't explored that much. In other words, it just wasn't very well crafted. You know, like in Twilight and Flash. In other words, we couldn't really sympathize with them. Why? Copyright. Since this pony was inspired and voiced by a real person, Weird Al, the musician and comedian, and a lot of things who is very crazy and all, and for being a famous person, his fee was very expensive, which is a shame because I'm sure these two seems lovely and crazy. Okay, this one is nuts. Celestia and King Sombra. Don't worry, I'm not talking about the villain King Sombra, but another Sombra from an alternate universe, which he was a good guy. Celestia then goes back and forth from a magical portal many times, from her reality to his. To summarize this long story, Celestia ends up falling in love with King Sombra from this alternative universe, in which he was good. But using the portal several times could be very dangerous and could even change Equestria's timeline. And to avoid this, the princess unfortunately gave up her love for the good of her kingdom. The saddest thing about all of this is that the creators herself confirmed that Celestia will never fall in love again, probably due to the drama, and ended up losing the loved one again. Give this video a like if you didn't know about this story and felt sorry for Celestia, poor princess. But hey, let's make the atmosphere sweeter with the next couple, Cadence and Shining Armor, Twilight's babysitter and brother. Since the Candlelight wedding, these two have appeared multiple times in many episodes. They are one of the cutest couples in the series, and the creators managed to make them have a really good chemistry. Then, to complement all this love, they even had a daughter that, oh my goodness, was naughty as hell. Dude, Flutterheart was so annoying, but I whitewash her for just being a baby, right? Now, Marble Pie and Big Mac. These couples is like that meme, here lies my hopes and dreams, cause the MLP producers created this couple just to tear them up apart all of a sudden. In the episode where Applejack's family spent the holiday week with Pinkie Pie's family, we can feel a little chemistry between those two, and the pony who brought them together was Pinkie herself. In fact, she was trying so hard for them, but then they just broke up, and I don't know why. And Big Mac starts to feel something for Sugar Belle, a character who is as cute as Marble Pie. And man, it was shown in the last episode from the series. I have nothing against this couple, but I've got to say that Hasbro messed up a little by making Marble his ex-lover kissing another pony from behind. I feel bad for her. And then a ship that is loved for once and hated by others, Applejack and Rainbow Dash. I've got to confess, I used to ship these two, but didn't care about it, you know. But But Julie, the show never said these two were a real couple. True, but Rainbow Dash and Applejack voice actress in 2014 posted the image that you're now seeing on the screen, Dash and AG married. And at the end of season 9, she posted another pic of these ponies and a red heart between them. And in case you didn't know, voice actors have full rights on their characters, so according to this image, Apple Dash is real. Moving on now to Equestria Girls with Applejack and Rarity. As a ship that was confirmed by the Twitter by one of the directors from the special Friendship roller coaster, where she states that the conflict between those two girls more like to a relationship conflict. And if you watch the episode, there were several moments that were too romantic, such as they're holding hands and even blushing. But tell me, from 1 to 10, what grade would you give the Rare Jack? Leave a comment below. And now we have Curly Wings and Wizkid. Do you know this cute couple? From the first Equestria Girls movie, these characters seems like they were just good friends. And judging by Twilight's face, guess she already catch the idea of little bros being more than just good friends. Got it? And she was right, because in Rainbow Rocks, they appear together again. And even during the Ring Boom song, they also appear in the special holidays Unwrapped, where Wizkid gives Curly Wings a little fright. And the curly guy gives his present to his boyfriend, to his friend, and then hugging right after this. They also appear in other films and specials, but I focused on the moments that caught my attention the most. But tell me, did you already know these guys? And then of course we have Twilight and Flash Sentry, the first couple from Equestria Girls that almost became real. I really thought we were about to see more of them in the future, but everything was gone, just like Big Mac and Marble Pie. And I even thought this couple was cool. We barely knew Flash and ended up not going down very well with the fans. But you're wrong if you thought that only Flash Sentry from the human world was featured on Twilight, because there was a scene that showed the pony version of Flash following Twilight with his eyes for a few seconds. And how to forget about Sunset Shimmer and Flash Sentry. No, that's not a joke. These two were in fact a real couple in the past. It's crazy, right? In the film Legends of Everfree, Flash noticed that Sunset is acting strange and asks her what happened, but then she says everything was fine. Then Flash says, "Come on, Sunset, we used to date." And I can already imagine what led these two to break up. Sunset's past, of course, since she was all living on bed with others. The funny part, Flash tries to get back together with her, but the girl was so distracted watching Timber that she didn't even pay attention to the guy, always left aside. And speaking of the devil, we saw Sidewise and Timber get along very well, but this didn't stop fans from hating them, especially when this movie had a terrible reputation among the bronies. I didn't like this couple either. Don't get me wrong guys, but it looked way better, the nerd and the guitar guy, than two nerds. Do you think that too? And that's it for today. Man, there's a lot of couples in My Little Pony, right? If you think there's other couples that were missing from this video, feel free to comment, okay? And if you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss any new content and cool videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching this far, and hasta la vista!